Taylor.
Welcome to
Much
Much
Ado
Ado
About
About
Some
Some Shit, where every week Raby tries to talk me into watching garbage television by walking me through a season of a thing. What we doing, Raby?
Okay, so we usually cover garbage. If you watch anything of what we cover, you should watch The Mole. Because it's actually really good and not bullshit drama.
Fuck yeah! I convinced Raby to watch a show that I wanted to hear about.
Have you watched this?
Okay, so this is the Netflix version of
Yes,
The Mole.
yeah.
I watched it on like network television back in the day.
Back in. I didn't realize they had like 4 seasons of the original run.
Oh yeah, they kept doing it.
That's
Different mole
wild.
every season.
Right,
But,
yeah.
yeah,
Different
no, it
mole
was-
and there was Celebrity Mole.
I don't remember that because I don't know celebrities, but
Oh, wow.
they were all just strangers to me.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
But yeah, I loved it when I was, 12 or whatever when it
Yeah.
was
Fair.
on. But I don't really watch TV anymore, so I
Right.
gave it to you.
Thanks.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Lead me into the suspense.
Well, I mean, so you watched the original, so you kind of know.
I understand how it works, but
Okay.
let's explain it for those who've
You
never
don't wanna
heard
explain
of
it?
this. I don't.
Okay.
No.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure
just
it's
the
kind of
editor. this part of the deal's on you.
You
The
watched this.
The front end stuff's your job.
Yes. Okay, so basically, how they have evolved it is there are 12 players.
Okay.
They have these like specific special missions that they have to do. And usually they're like picking up money throughout. And one person out of these 12 is the mole. And their job is to sabotage where they can without being found out, basically.
Yeah.
And then at the end, whoever finds out who the mole is, they win the prize money that they accumulated throughout the season.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't remember how much that they can supposedly make. It doesn't matter because they don't make it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what this show is.
Woo!
And it's a lot of fun because
Yeah.
it's these really cool missions. They do like a bank heist. Their first one is they have to split into 3 teams
Okay.
in order to find these giant like storage containers that will help them fix this plane
Okay.
so that they can get out of the jungle.
Okay.
Yeah. They're in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been there before for this. But this is Netflix now, so.
Right. I saw the celebrity versions. They did Yucatan
Okay.
and somewhere else. I think it said just Mexico.
The famously small country.
Yes, of Mexico. Yeah. Well, I think I don't know how, the originals went, but with this season, they go to different parts of Australia. Like, they go to Perth, they go to Sydney, they go to a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
Which I think is neat.
It is. I don't remember if they did that.
Cool.
It's been well over a
20
decade.
years.
Yeah, it's been like 20 years since
Yeah.
I watched it. So I don't remember shit. Let's
Fair.
do this.
Okay, so yeah, so for the first one, they have to split into these 3 teams, and they each get the option to like use a clue.
Okay.
But if they use a clue, then money gets deducted from whatever they bring back, basically. The water team uses the clue, so they immediately lose 2,500.
Guys.
Well, they're like in the water. They're in this river, and they're like,
Oh, they're literally in the water.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
for this one, there's like 3 teams. There's high, low, and H2O.
Okay.
It's the 3 teams. So H2O has to like rifle through a river to find a giant crate.
Okay.
And the clue isn't even like to where it is. The clue is like oh, there's a wrench in the plane, and that will enable you to open the box to get to the crate.
That doesn't help.
Right?
Jesus Christ, they're looking through a running river,
right?
Trying to find a box.
Yeah.
They don't even help them find where the box
no,
is. That's
you.
That's a fuck you clue,
right?
If ever I've heard one.
Oh, hey, also, I totally forgot. Here's our cast.
Oh, damn.
There's a lot of people, and you're not going to get some of these names. So
No, yeah, we're not even going to play that game this time.
Yeah.
Joy with an I.
Yeah.
Fancy. Greg.
Avery.
Why is it spelled like that?
Good fucking question, dog.
Jacob. Casey. Pranav.
Mm-hmm.
Kessie.
Oh, sorry, I just found a hole in my leggings, and these are some of my favorite fucking leggings. Anyway.
Alex host.
Yeah, Alex is the host. She's not playing the game.
Yeah, Sandy. Samara. Will.
Ose. Okay. Ose and Kessie are two people whose names constantly get just fucked up.
Yeah.
The whole season.
So we don't know which one's right.
Yeah.
Because people say them so many different ways.
Yes. Cassie gets named Cassie, Kessie, Kissy, like all over the place.
Okay. Well. K and O.
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right.
Cool. So, yeah. Team Up High ends up winning the most amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
H2O does okay, but, they used the clue, so they didn't bring back a lot.
Yeah.
And Down Low completely loses. Part of this is because Joy is a pilot.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so Team Down Low, they have a map, and they're trying to, they have a map to the crate.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, Joy, you're a pilot. We'll give you the map.
I don't think that's how it works. There are different measurements when you're in the air.
Fair.
Than reading a map on the ground.
Fair. But, I mean, she fucks it up hard.
Does she have a compass?
I don't think so.
Okay, see that? I actually...
I don't think,
because in a plane, you have a compass.
Fair. A lot of... Well, and they're not given a compass, through any of these missions.
Yeah, well, it's hard to read a map if you don't know which way's north.
Fair. But she fucks it up. She completely fucks it up, and everybody's like, Mo.
I feel like she was not set up for success, but all right.
Listen, it's...
But maybe she's the mole. I don't know.
It's the mole's job to fuck up these missions.
That feels blatant, though, but...
fair.
IDK.
Okay, so they have to... They, bring everything back to the plane, and they have to sleep outside.
Okay.
With the plane.
Okay.
And the next morning, they all wake up, and most of the cargo that they had picked up is gone.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I'm shocked nobody... Well, never mind. I was going to say, I'm shocked nobody woke up. Somebody definitely did. But the producers are like, shh, 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 shh.
Exactly. Well, William is immediately like, well, I know, okay, Dom was on this side of me, and Ose was on this side of me, so I know it wasn't you guys. So, I didn't feel you guys rustle or anything, so, we're good there. And everybody's like, yeah, I mean, nobody woke up, and I mean, they all, they're sleeping outside in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm a light sleeper when I'm not in my own bed.
Yeah.
I hear shit and I'm awake.
Fair. As long as I got my melatonin, I am out. And I'm happy.
Yep, nope. I can't sleep on planes. I can't, camping. That's just... occasional naps to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So somebody out of all these people is like me. And definitely heard or saw some shit.
Right, yeah. But I mean nobody's saying anything.
Yeah. This is some production fuckery. Calling it right now. Anyway.
Well, okay. So
it's like playing werewolf and you like listen. When your head's down, eyes closed, you listen to hear if the person's clothes next to you rustle
a little bit.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate to play that in any kind of loud clothing.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay, so they're trying to figure out where this cargo has gone, and they're like, we have to find this cargo, like,
yeah,
the
found
helicopters,
it once, fucking
right? And the helicopters are gonna pick us up any minute, and like, we need this. So
okay,
they don't find it.
Okay.
And the helicopters pick them up and take them to this big old compound, and Alex is like, welcome.
Okay.
And then she's like, do you want to see footage of who took the cargo?
Yes.
So they do that, and the tapes show Will taking the cargo.
Gee, the one who spoke up first.
Uh-huh. So everybody is told that Will found a note that was basically a challenge, that he had to hide the cases without anybody noticing or finding the cases, as many cases as he could. And so each case was like assigned an amount of money. And if he could successfully hide them, he doubles the case's worth.
Nice.
So it's a win overall.
Yep.
But, oh my God.
But the trust issues start now.
So they're like watching this footage, and Will's just silent. And Dom is like, I trusted you. I trusted you.
Yeah, don't do
it's
that.
So cute.
Don't do that.
Right?
Not in the show called Mole.
So what I find interesting, how did they do the eliminations?
I don't remember. I think it was a like Survivor type vote off.
Oh, like a okay.
Because everything was like Survivor back then.
Yeah. They were just trying to make Survivor too.
Yeah.
Which is part of what I like about this is it's Survivor without, I mean, a lot of it is physical, but there's a lot of challenges that aren't physical.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah.
So the way that they do this is they have to take a quiz of 20 questions. Each person takes this quiz.
Okay.
And whoever has the most wrong answers is eliminated. And there are questions like, what is the mole wearing like a blouse or like a t-shirt tonight? What is the mole's hair curly or straight tonight?
Okay.
Like stuff like that.
Well, then there's hair like Casey's. There's like, is that curly?
I mean, that's a good question because it's in braids. You can't really see it in this. So, yeah, it's in braids.
What does braids mean?
Right? I know.
All right.
So,
see, I would overthink every question like that.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, does it mean this? What kind of riddle?
Fair.
All right. Anyway.
What a lot of players end up having to do is they're like, okay, I'm going to split these questions up between basically everybody. And then as we get to a smaller cast, you pick, 3-4 people.
Yeah.
2-3 people.
Sure.
That type of thing.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, OC is eliminated. So the next day, they go to a prison.
Okay.
And they split into 3 teams of 3, and they have to get each person out of cells. Like, they're all in separate cells, and they have to do this.
3 teams of 3. There's 11 of them.
Oh, okay. So Dom and Casey, get chosen to be like the team leaders.
Okay.
And from this, they pick like the 3 teams.
Okay. All right. Because I was like, this is not 9 people.
Right, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Because I believe what they do here is they put everybody that they suspect to be a mole on one team to see, what happens.
Okay. Cool.
Throughout the time that these people get to break out of their cells, Dom and Casey have options. So one of the options is they can secretly take 10 minutes off of their time for like another 500,000.
Okay.
Another one of the options is like, okay, you can add another like 5 minutes, but you
lose money.
Yeah, you lose $2,000 or some shit. That's a bad ratio.
Yeah, I was
that
like 500,000 or 2,000.
I didn't write numbers down until like episode like 7.
Okay. All right. I will note we are over 15 minutes in, so we gotta.
So they get a bunch. They have like, they get out, but one of the teams doesn't make it.
Okay.
Actually, no, they make it like
barely.
Right. Yeah, like barely.
Okay.
They get another challenge. They have the option for 45 minutes to do nothing, and they get money. But they could solve this puzzle, and they get like X amount of money.
Okay.
Basically, but they're split into 2 teams, and whoever the first team is, like,
to solve the
puzzle,
to
solve it wins.
Okay. Another team gets nothing.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the teams immediately starts trying to
naturally
solve the puzzle. They get connected by phone, and the team that's trying to figure out the puzzle is like, yeah, no, we're just Greg is on the phone. And Greg is like, no, we're just chilling, like, I'm just sitting here, it's just me right here, like, we're just sitting here, we're chilling, this is the easiest money ever.
Betrayal, the game.
Exactly. So it ends up that both teams push the button
to get the puzzle.
Yep. One team obviously does it first.
Yeah.
So this means that they win immunity from doing the quiz.
Oh, okay.
So they don't have to. They're
safe from elimination.
Yes.
Cool.
So the other team has to take the quiz, and Samara is eliminated.
Aww.
I liked Samara up until now. So.
Fair.
Yeah. Avery is starting to be like, I'm not putting enough suspicion on myself of whether or not I'm the mole.
Okay.
So she does things like they have this huge water challenge.
Okay.
And she is tasked with taking an air tank from one end of an island to another.
Okay.
And she purposefully drops it like 30 feet from the destination.
What?
Yeah.
Was the plan? What's the tactic here?
I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't understand.
I guess get more people eliminated by guessing her.
Yeah. I guess.
Huh.
Right?
That's all I can come up with.
Right.
That feels a bit blatant.
Right. It's very odd.
Okay.
They do this whole thing, and only one of the chests is found out of these 3 that are in the ocean.
Okay.
So, before this whole water thing, they had the option to look at dossiers on everybody in the thing.
Okay.
If nobody looks at the dossiers, they get money.
Okay.
But if anybody looks at them, they get nothing.
Yeah. So they get nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to lie, I'd look.
Well, what I think is shitty is that the 2 people who look are both like, well, I mean, somebody's going to look, so I might as well do it because someone else will have. And only 2 people look.
I would have looked for the information, like, fuck all y'all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, if I'm going into a betrayal game.
Right.
Might as well do betrayal.
Right. So before the elimination, everybody talks about it.
Okay. Knowledge is power, bitch.
But then they get no money.
Yeah, but they get knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about this. Okay, so Greg and Avery both looked.
Uh-huh.
So the ones
Greg
who did not look can bid with the prize money on who looked at the dossiers.
Okay.
The highest bidder will win exemption from elimination.
Okay.
So whoever bids the most amount of money.
Okay.
They have they've got like $28,000 in there.
Okay.
So the highest bid was for $25,000. Yeah. Everybody's like, oh my God.
Okay, that's a move.
This bid is made by Joy.
Okay.
So everybody is like, Joy, what the fuck? She bet on Greg.
So she's immune.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's immune, and she lost $25,000.
Yeah, you're looking sus, my dear.
They only have, like, 3,000 in the pot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Joy's being suspicious, but what if she has a plan like Avery?
Right? Still. Ugh. It's bad. She's like, so this is revealed, and she's like, I'll win it back. And everybody's like, what the fuck, Joy?
Or maybe she's just a gambler.
Maybe.
Operating under the gambler's fallacy.
Right? Ugh. Still. Okay, so quiz time, baby.
Woo.
So Dom is eliminated, and everyone's really upset about it. They're like, Dom, oh my God, like...
Who's an innocent baby boy?
Yeah, well, the whole time he's been playing, he's like, I want to win this money. I want to bring it home to my mom. Like, I want to play a game that my mom is proud of.
Innocent baby boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And thus is eliminated for being innocent cinnamon roll.
Wow, we are moving
Shout
from
out to
right to
Tumblr.
left.
Right?
On this picture. Oh
yeah.
Fuck, I didn't mention. Hi, any first-time listeners.
Yeah.
We any photos we reference, you can see on either the Instagram or the YouTube version of our podcast. Both are Much Ado Some Shit. It's not crucial to the plot. It just helps me keep people in order because I'm bad with names and good with faces.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I keep forgetting to do that earlier. Also, sorry we were off last week. That one was my fault because of work, baby.
We love it.
Hey, if you want to support us on Patreon so we can quit our jobs and just do this.
That'd be sick.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Anyway, how'd you do some shit? Anyway.
All right. So, yeah, everybody is upset that Dom is eliminated.
Yeah, poor baby.
And Pranav is like, it's really poetic because the person who cared the most about the prize money is leaving, and the person who pissed it away is still here.
Yeah.
So,
correct.
Fun.
Yeah.
Dom is given a second chance, though, to come back. He has to ask each player questions through a radio.
Okay.
To figure out what the bumper sticker on the back of his taxi is.
Okay.
It's a city.
Yeah.
So he has to.
I figured they were out of the jungle.
Yeah. And what am I thinking? He's got like papers and shit that have information on them. Mm-hmm. Everybody is like, okay, cool. So, you know, they're like, okay, Dom, this is my question's answer. All right, Sandy, your turn. Sandy refuses. Sandy is like, he'll have an upper hand if he comes back.
I mean, that's true.
Is it though? He lost this last time.
True.
So he's clearly on
the
wrong person.
The goal of everyone is to get other people eliminated. Mm-hmm. So I get not bringing somebody back, even though
they'll also get money if they bring him back. They'll get 10,000.
But then there'll be another person to compete against.
I guess, but
I mean, no, I would want to bring him back, but I understand the tactic.
Yeah.
In not.
The majority vote is to not help Dom. Dom guesses the wrong answer.
Yeah.
So he is incorrect and is once again headed home.
I'm sorry, guy. This is betrayal of the game.
Right. So then they get the bank heist challenge, which is one of the coolest fucking challenges ever.
Ooh.
They're split up into two teams. One is cash and one is gold. The cash team basically has to make up, they have to get like a certain amount in US dollars.
Okay.
But none of the money is in US. It's all like Thai and yen and like shit like that.
Okay.
But the team leader, Pranav, has a conversion chart in front of him.
Okay.
So there's a lot of pressure on him to convert things properly.
I know some, like yen's a pretty easy conversion because you just move the decibel twice.
Sure.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm
mean,
bad
roughly.
at math. Yeah.
Roughly.
Right.
Like 100 yen is $1.
And that's the other thing. If they're $1 off, they don't win the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair. Because it's like the rule of thumb is like 100 yen is $1. That kind of thing. So you just move the decimal over to and that. But, you know, conversions change a lot, so it might be a few cents different.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff.
So, yeah, it's yikes.
Oh.
Kessie's team is the gold team.
Okay.
And they have all of these keys and lock boxes, and they have to find, like, the right names for the right keys to find 10 gold pieces.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Kessie doesn't figure out the code, like, an El Dorado. G locks. Stuff like that.
Okay, I wouldn't probably get that too quickly either.
Really?
No.
Oh, what? I was like, I would get that shit immediately, but she's like, I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
like
no,
there was nothing in this.
No.
Wow.
My brain works different.
Wild.
Yeah.
Both teams lose.
Yeah.
So, Avery thinks Jacob threw the mission because he was counting money in stacks of like 25s or 50s, and he was constantly like $2 to $3 off.
Guy.
It's pressure.
I know, but I also worked at a bank.
Fair.
Gotta count correctly.
Fair. Okay, so Sandy is eliminated.
Oh, man.
She had the worst.
Wow, we really are moving right to left, except Will.
Will's hanging out, right? I did not know this before I found this picture.
The photo.
Yeah.
That's funny.
This was the best high quality I could find with everybody in it.
Love it.
All right. So then they have the train run, which is also really cool. They're split up into 3 teams. One team has to get all of this mail on foot. One team has to get it by train.
These are so much cooler than the
they're
ones
so
they used to do.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure the old one was basically just Survivor with a mole.
Gross. And then Jacob and Joy are in a car.
Okay.
And Joy is given the map again.
Stop giving her maps.
Seriously, because she fucking sucks at it. She's basically like, oh, we have to find this turn, and there's going to be a car, and this thing. And Jacob's like, is that the car? Is that the thing? And Joy is like, no, that's not it. Go further. They find out that the one that Jacob saw. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacob's a firefighter, so he's really good at driving.
He should have had the map. Because pilots operate off of like north, south, east, west directions and coordinates.
Right.
Firefighters have to drive around cities.
Yeah.
Give the map to the firefighter.
Right.
Give the map to the guy on the ground.
Right. Well, they're both in the car together.
Yeah.
But I think the logic was, Jacob drives large vehicles.
But he has to navigate.
Exactly. Yeah. It's annoying.
Joy drives large planes.
Right.
Let her.
But because of this, everybody's like, Joy.
Stop giving her maps.
Also, this is like the second or third time that Joy has not brought money back from a mission.
Yeah.
And she pissed away $25,000.
I'm aware of the marks against her, but also, though I struggle to understand it, some people really can't read maps. Just
Fair.
Like some people can't read analog clocks. I don't get it, but it's a thing.
Yeah. That's understandable. I should get it. Because I suck at shit like that.
I grew up, reading maps for my dad. I'd be in the passenger seat of our little red pickup in the front seat because there wasn't a back seat, and it was the 90s, and we didn't worry as much about that as we should have.
Nope.
With a map on my lap telling him where to turn.
Wild.
Yeah. Sometimes we turned incorrectly, but also I was 7.
So they make enough to win $14,000
for
the prize.
All right.
Then for lunch, they are surprised by so one person out of this group gets food that's perfectly fine, and others get food that have wasabi. And
I like wasabi.
Is just apple cider vinegar instead of a beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be such an unpleasant surprise.
Right?
Well, I feel like the smell would hit you before the taste did.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
hopefully.
Who knows? But basically everybody has to poker face these meals. And whoever gets eliminated, they're basically trying to whittle it down to who's not So each of their chairs, 2 of them have bombs.
Okay.
And if they detonate one bomb, they lose money. If they detonate both bombs, they lose everything.
Just to be clear for YouTube, not actual bombs,
not actual
detonation.
Yeah, no. These are fake bombs. This is a TV show.
I'm just getting it out here because YouTube's
totally.
real
for sure
finicky
the
right
bank
now.
Heist was not a real bank.
Well, yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
So they get down to 2 of them. It's Joy and Will.
Okay.
Someone else is also voted off the table, and it detonates, so they lose part of the money.
Okay.
So then it's down to Will and Joy. Joy is given the choice to cut the wire and add $15,000, or take an exemption card and add nothing.
She takes the exemption card.
She cuts the wire, right? But Will is still very suspicious of her.
I mean,
she's not helping herself
no,
at all.
But she did do something we didn't expect.
That's true.
But she's still sus as hell.
Exactly. Pranav is eliminated. Okay, so at 3 a.m., the players are woken up.
Yeah, one of those classic fuck your sleep ones.
And they have to do this.
I'm so prepared for those.
Right?
I don't sleep anyway.
So they have to do this challenge. Each person is assigned a backpack. And
backpack. Sorry.
They have to get everybody up this mountain.
Okay.
3 of the backpacks have money in it.
Okay.
And they're each assigned a certain amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
If all 3 backpacks make it up, basically whatever backpack makes it up the mountain, they win that amount of money.
Okay. So they're all heavy backpacks, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob will do fine, Mr. Firefighter Man.
Right. And he's like, no, I want to make it up the mountain.
Yeah.
I want to. I think there's money in my bag.
Yeah.
So they don't win all of it.
Sure.
Because at certain points in the mountain, they have to eliminate someone. They have to be like, okay, we don't think there's money in your bag, so you stay. That type of thing.
Yeah.
They end up winning enough so that their prize now stands at $29,000.
Okay.
So then they get taken to a warehouse where they're chained to each other and have to untangle the chains to get each person to a box.
Okay.
In this box is a key or an exemption card.
Okay.
If anybody takes the exemption card, then that person who has the card can go stay at a luxury hotel. And everybody else has to sleep in the warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah. But if everybody goes up to the box and takes the key, they all get to go to the luxury hotel.
Okay.
Kessie is the first one to get up there. And she takes the card.
Damn it, Kessie.
Right? She's like,
everybody could have had this nice night.
Right? But they all sleep in the warehouse, and they're all pretty upset at Kessie.
Yeah, that'd do it. That's a great way to not make friends.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, betrayal the game.
Yep. But she's like, my idea was that if I didn't take it, someone else is going to. So I might as well just get it out of the way.
Betrayal the game.
So Casey is eliminated. She
not Kessie.
Not Casey. Casey. Yep.
Okay. Continuing right to left.
Yep.
Except for Will and Kessie.
Yep. Correct.
So we have Will, Kessie, Jacob, Avery, Greg, and Joy left.
Yep.
Okay.
I am honestly a little surprised that Greg made it this far, just because he's been so fucking suspicious.
Yeah,
anyway.
But so is Joy. So
true. Yeah.
Though they keep giving her maps.
Right.
Stop giving her maps.
Right?
That feels like that's
Don't
on them.
do that.
Yeah.
Right?
After the first time, stop giving her maps.
Right? Yeah. Okay, then they have these 2 challenges. One of them is they have to spot a fake painting.
Okay. Like in Animal Crossing?
Yes.
I feel like I've been training for this.
Fair. Okay, so there's 6 people left. So whoever guesses the wrong painting has to be the interrogation team now. And whoever guesses the right painting they each get separated into 3 cars.
Okay.
They get taken on, they get an experience of a lifetime, basically.
Okay.
One person gets taken back to the hotel, though.
Oh.
And that person has to come up with a story to tell the interrogation team. And the interrogation team, which consists of Will, Greg, and Kessie, they have to decide who is lying. Okay. And if they guess the correct person, then they get money.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the person taken back to the hotel doesn't get an experience, but has to tell them about an experience.
Yeah. And get them to guess the wrong person. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, like, Avery tells this story about how she was taken to a beach and there were these hot coals, and she was given the option to walk across these hot coals. Mm-hmm. She's asked by the interrogation team if any part of her feet is burned, and she's like, oh, there's like a little spot on like my heel. And they're like, show us. And she's like, I'm not showing you my feet right now.
We're having a conversation. Putting my feet on television
for free. Fuck you.
Yeah, gotta pay for that shit.
Jacob tells this story about he was taken to this fancy restaurant and given this local delicacy of this grub, and how it tasted okay but a little funky, and some of his like story doesn't quite add up. And then Joy tells this story about how she's blindfolded and she's taken to this place, and something is set over her shoulders, and she gets told to take the blindfold off, and there's a giant python on her shoulders, and it's going through her curls and all of this. And some of her story doesn't add up.
Okay.
They do guess right on this.
Okay.
They guess that Jacob is the liar.
Okay.
And since it's a correct guess, they win more prize money.
Cool.
Right before the elimination, Joy calls out Jacob, and everyone is like stunned. They're like, is this like an actual call out or is this a distraction? She's like, I don't trust you, and I think you're the mole. You're the shithole mole. That's what she says. Greg is eliminated.
Bye, Greg.
Right. Okay.
Okay. The pattern has been broken.
The pattern has been broken. I was sad to see Greg go. Even though Greg could be really fucking shady, I was like, I like you.
Fair.
Also, he's pretty obviously on the spectrum of queer.
Love it.
So I was like, hell yeah, that's
hell
my boy.
Yeah. I thought he was pretty.
Yeah.
Love him.
Okay, so then it's hide and seek time. One player has to be chosen as the most observant. They choose Avery. So Avery is the hidden player.
Okay.
So she gets taken to a giant bird cage.
What? She doesn't get to like go hide?
No, they hide her.
Damn, that's
It's basically
not
like
fun.
a kidnap mission.
That's not fun. I was like, I want to hide.
Fair.
I love hide and seek.
This has to be...
I'm just big now and harder to hide. I got such long limbs.
Well, there has to be clues in order to find her.
No, so. I just wanted them to play grown-up hide and seek.
No, I'm sorry.
All right.
That would be great.
That's crushing, but okay.
So it's boys against girls. So Will and Jacob are together, and Joy and Kessie are paired. Will and Jacob are sent to this pizza place to find a clue to where Avery is. There's a pizza box in her bird cage of the same place, but she doesn't see a number on it.
Okay.
She orders pizza. She's given a phone. She can talk to them. So she orders a pizza, and Jacob and Will then have to follow the pizza guy. Of course, a billion different pizza guys end up on the road with them, so they have to keep their eye on the right guy. Jacob actually comes up with this plan first, but Avery doesn't answer their phone call. So Avery just figures it out on her own, basically.
Okay.
And Will is like, wow, Jacob is actually not that bad of a dude.
Smart guy.
Right? Yeah. He's like, oh, Jacob's kind of smart, actually.
Yeah.
Joy and Kessie have to pick 3 pigeons.
What? That is so much harder than pizza. What the fuck?
Right? Yeah.
What the fuck?
So they have to choose between these three pigeons.
That feels like a wildly like.
Hey,
the difficulty curve is a straight line up.
Yeah.
All right.
Guess who makes it there first, though?
The ladies?
Yeah.
Well,
they followed a fucking pigeon.
They followed a pigeon. Oh, that's amazing.
Right?
It's because Joy's a pilot. She's one with the sky.
Yes. The boys didn't make it in time, so they don't win as much money as they could. So then dinner, right before the elimination.
Yep.
Joy apologizes to Jacob and then is like, I don't think you're the shithole mole, but Kessie, you're on my list.
The list of 3.
Yeah.
Small list, my dear.
Right. Jacob is eliminated.
Aww.
Yeah.
Bye, Fire.
Right. Bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
All right. So the prize money now stands at $69,000.
Okay.
Nice. And then they have to, it's the cold hard cash challenge. They're taken to this like snowy mountain. Yeah.
Okay.
And they have these blocks of ice and cash is in it. And each one has like $5,000 or something in it. Yeah.
Okay.
And they have to put it on a sled and hike it up a mountain.
Okay.
Joy and Kessie are one team and Avery and Will are the other team.
Okay.
Both make it up the mountain with a fair amount of money, despite Will and Kessie. Will, at one point, like, lays down and is like, hold on, just give me a minute.
My guy, I'm out of shape too, but there's money on the line.
Right? And Kessie is like, oh, we lost this block. We have to go back for it. And at one point, so the sled gets pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So Joy's carrying it, and Kessie is like, oh, I'll push it from the back. So she's pushing, and one of the blocks falls off. And she's like, oh, we have to go back for it. And Joy is like, no, we can't. We don't have time.
Yeah.
Shit like this annoys me because at one point, Will was yelling at Avery for not going fast enough, and he's laying down.
Yeah.
And Joy made Jacob go back for prize money, and now she's being like, we can't.
Well, Jacob got eliminated, so.
Right, I know. But I'm like, stop being hypocritical.
Yeah, they're all hypocritical. It's
right?
Betrayal of the game.
Ugh.
And one of them's a saboteur.
Right? Okay, so Joy states that she will be choosing Kessie as the mole.
Okay.
She, like, tells this to everybody at dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some kind of strategy.
Right? So then Avery is out. She's eliminated.
Damn.
Yep. She chose the wrong person to focus on as the mole. So the prize money now stands at $96,500.
Okay. And only Joy, Kessie, and Will remain?
Joy, Kessie, and Will are our final 3.
Okay.
Any guesses?
All of them.
Right? Me too.
They're all suspicious.
I was watching this with a friend, shout out PJ, who was like, I figured it out, like, I knew who it was, like, a couple episodes ago. And at this point, I was like, I don't know. Like, Joy is fucked up so many times. Kessie is fucked up so many times. And Will, his whole thing has been, I'm getting money for the pot. I'm getting money for the pot. So maybe, you know, that's a strategy to deflect.
I wonder if I'd have it figured out if I watched it.
Right? Yeah.
Because right now, seeing it through your lens.
Exactly.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I'm stupid.
No.
And
but the betrayal everywhere.
Right? It's kind of fun. They go through each challenge and how the mole fucked it up. Anyway, okay.
Nice.
So for their last and final mission, they put everybody in suits, and Joy and Kessie in these suits.
Woo!
Gorgeous. So they have to find 3 canisters in this fort.
Okay.
And they have to work together in order to get all 3 canisters that have money in them.
Okay.
So Joy and Will fumble the first one. Kessie fumbles the second one. But thankfully, they win the third one. So they end up getting back in time with a canister, so they win.
Cool.
Everybody is back to witness this. And the prize money is now at $101,000.
Yeah.
So, quiz time, baby. Which is basically them just being like, okay, this is who I think it is.
Yeah. At this point, there are 2 people besides themselves.
Right. Will locks Kessie in as the mole.
Okay.
Kessie locks in Joy as the mole. And Joy locks in Will.
Okay.
So, who's winning?
I think Will is the mole.
You think Will is the mole?
So
you think Joy is going to win?
Sure. And I don't know why I think Will is the mole. It's very arbitrary at this point.
Hey.
I just kind of eeny, meeny, miny, moed it.
Fair. I mean, again, I think having a strategy of being like, oh, I'm putting the most money in the pot, so I'm not the mole.
I mean, it
could be a good strategy.
I don't think it's Joy, because she's been sus from the beginning.
Fair. Yeah.
It's Joy, isn't it?
It's Kessie.
Oh!
So Will wins.
Okay.
So they go through each and every challenge, and Kessie does these, like, vlog-style videos where she's like, okay, this is what I did to sabotage this mission. It's so much fun. So the first one, the jungle mission, she's like, okay, I wanted to, not have any suspicion on me, so I wanted to ace that challenge, and I did. For the prison, I wasn't going to tell so-and-so that their key was right outside their door. She's the mole, so reading dossiers doesn't fucking matter to her. The bank heist, she saw G-Locks and El Dorado, but she was like, I'm not giving them any information.
Yeah.
So she did it that way. The train heist, she fumbled as well. For the hidden player, she chose the wrong pigeon to follow, but Joy was like, no, we're going with this pigeon. And that's the only reason they won that one. The last mission, too, she purposefully fumbled that one as well. So, yeah.
She played it well.
Yeah, she did. She did a pretty good job. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, for the, cold hard cash, the mountain one, she, purposefully
I thought that
flung
was
that ice off.
Basically, I thought it was either Kessie or Will. I didn't think it was Joy because she was just too suspicious. But also it was because they kept giving her maps, and that feels like not her fault.
Don't give her that fucking map.
Stop giving her maps. It's not her strength. You're not setting her up for success.
I guess.
So, nice. Well done. I love the mole. It's so fun.
It's so much fun. The mole, I feel like I could do. The long-term psychological warfare.
Yeah.
I feel like could be a little rough on me. But as far as what the challenges are, I feel like I could do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We should get on the mole.
Yeah, let's do it.
You can just do that, right?
If only. I'm pretty sure they should be filming another one right now. So, if they're looking for a next season, then it should be coming out later this year. So,
sweet.
Yeah. They should be casting and or filming right now.
Hype.
Yeah. Fun. I want another one. This was so much fun.
Yay, we did a fun show.
Yeah.
Oh
Taylor's not angry.
I'm not angry. I had a good time. I don't need to go take a nap now.
No.
I'm refreshed.
Right?
Happy.
Wow.
Right?
What a concept.
Right? Well, that wraps up that then.
Yeah.
Unless they do another season.
Right? I mean, I hope they do.
Yeah. So, what are we doing next week, Rami?
Good question. I think we'll cover Scandival once Reunion and everything comes out.
Okay.
One of our patrons gave me 2 suggestions, so I'll probably put that up on Instagram as a poll between the 2.
Sweet. So come vote for what you want to hear next week.
Yeah.
Much Ado Some Shit.
Yeah.
Patrons get special early access. Also a big shout out to our patrons.
Yeah.
Emma, Florence, and Meg. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
We appreciate everyone for listening, and we will see you all next week.
Bye.